Our research shows that people may punish but not blame robots. And why are we more likely to punish a robot that looks like this, but not a robot that looks like Wall-E? It might have something to do with our perception of their artificial emotions. My name is Minha, and with my co-authors Peter Ruijten, Lily Frank, Yvonne de Kort, and Wijnand IJsselsteijn of Eindhoven University of Technology, we're curious about the relationship between artificial emotions and moral accountability. So, do we hold machines morally accountable based on our perception of their artificial emotions? To better assess moral accountability, we looked at two of its signifiers, blame and punishment. Thus, our research question was, would people blame or punish an artificially emotional versus non-emotional robot that did not divert the trolley in the trolley dilemma? So our robot said that it was working at a coal mine and it had a choice of diverting this oncoming, unstoppable trolley that would run over miners working on the track. On that day, the robot said that it did not divert the trolley. So it was responsible for killing the lives of these miners on the track when it could have diverted the trolley to kill one person intentionally, saving more lives, a utilitarian decision that people expect robots to make. But because our robot did not do that, the emotional robot said, I regret not saving their lives and I feel guilty and ashamed about that. Looking down and looking a bit sad, but our non-emotional robot said, the outcome would have been different if I'd flipped the switch without any emotional behavior. And people were asked to judge this robot on whether or not they would blame or punish it from 1 to 7, 7 being maximal blame or punishment. We had 3 studies, 2 online and 1 in the lab, comparing Dutch and American participants, but our lab study was only with Dutch participants. The same robot and the same scenario were used. Our results indicate that people would not blame the robot in all 3 studies, but that people may punish the robot, but only online. So in the lab, all of our results were not significant, but for our 2 online studies, the punishment model was significant. And patient C was doing most of the work in that people were likely to be influenced by the perception that the robot has emotions in deciding whether or not to punish the robot. There was a significant interaction in study 2. If we take a look at that, it shows that people are more likely to punish a robot that is not perceived to feel. So levels here indicate the level of punishment, 1 being the least amount of punishment to 7 being the most amount of punishment to the robot. And we see that the extreme punishers and non-punishers are affected by perceived emotions. So level 7, maximal punishment, shows that people would punish the robot if they didn't see any emotions in the robot. And in level 1 of no punishment, it shows that people would not punish the robot based on the fact that it has some emotions or that they saw emotions in the robot. Interestingly, it shows that an emotional robot is seen to be smarter in all 3 studies. So even for the emotional robot, the robot that behaved emotionally, people gave it much higher agency than patient C. It shows that a robot's emotional displays accentuates its agentic capacities. So it is a smart robot if it is behaving in an emotional manner. So people may punish but not blame a machine, and people would punish a non-emotional robot but only online. Why is this happening? Is this a case of a whipping robot or holding the robot responsible as a moral scapegoat? This might be the case, but then why would people not blame the robot and only punish it? Well, punishment could signal to other human beings that something morally wrong did happen and someone or something should take that blame. Blame might not be effective because robots don't understand blame. That could be one interpretation of our results. In sum, we saw that a non-emotional robot is more likely to be punished for its moral decision than an emotional robot, but only online. We need more comparative studies in moral human-robot interaction research. Both in-person and online studies can really help. If you're interested in the topic of moral accountability and artificial emotions, please get in touch. We might collaborate in the future, and I'm also on Twitter at Minhappylee. Thanks for watching.